I should have done this like 5 years ago. But, I ended up doing a bunch of other things instead, so let me just pull it up. Alright, there you are. Let's open. And the magic shall begin. Oh, no, not a... No, I wanted to have an intro. Alright, I'll just wait for it to come back on before I actually do anything with this. Give me just a sec. We are playing Abandonware. Let me just see what's in slot 2. Alright. I'm gonna use slot 2 for Legend of Legaia, since the memory there is a lot cooler, and I can use all of them for funny things. Well, I'm kinda relegated to emulator for this game. Until then, until I get a Japanese PlayStation 1... Oh, thank God. Until I get a Japanese PlayStation 1 to actually play this game legitimately, I'm stuck with just Let's Play mode. But, alright, there we go. Welcome to pretty much almost one of the first games I ever played. And I'm just gonna let the title screen, go, because there's an opening FMV thing that kind of introduces the plot of Legend of Legaia, but then afterwards I'm gonna just do new game. This was supposed to be my first game / Let's Play for my YouTube channel. So... So that was pretty cool, right? Well, I'm gonna press new game and there's a different intro thingy. But it's not an FMV. I was considering dramatically reading all this, but the text scrolls kind of fast, and unless I motor mouthed it, I wouldn't be able to catch up with it. Also, the fade-in and fade-outs would throw me off, too. So we've got our first protagonist. Now, I have several ideas for what to name him, but I'm probably just gonna keep Vaughn. Just because, I mean, I have different names I would give them. Let me just... An example would be... Since his playstyle is like the Terrans from StarCraft, but I'm just going to keep it at Vaughn. For consistency's sake. That's about it. Vaughn, I knew you would be here, because you're a weirdo. That's pretty much what this... Just checking something. Can I, There we go. That'll make my run speed a lot better. So I'm just gonna... Oh, yeah. There's this character. She is also a weirdo. All of the characters here are weirdos. That's part of what makes this game charming. What? Why did... What, is the wall fragile? It looks pretty cracked. It would be a shame if there was a huge enough force to break it down or something. Hopefully that doesn't happen, because I don't want this game to be Attack on Titan related, ever. And the last time I heard of this game, somebody tried to compare it to Attack on Titan on TV tropes, and I was peeved because I don't like this game being compared to Holocaust fanfiction. And I greatly resent the idea of it being compared to Holocaust fanfiction. Anyway, there are a few things I want to do, but to get 100% of this game, I need to find treasures. I need to do a bunch of stuff that involves gathering arts and collecting stuff. So there's a collectathon element to this game as well that I think will have a pretty neat coincidence with the other games I've played. I'm just going over the lore. I will. Thank you. I love learning about this game's lore, but I also have to rifle through cupboards and wherever treasure is. Yeah, the NPCs are generally not very talkative, except for that guy. Props to that guy, but, yeah. There's not a whole lot to write home about. Wait, I never learned May's name. Well, that's neat. No, I should... There's dialogue options for Vaughn that give him a personality, and I can make him kind of a rude dude, but I'd rather he just be his own character, and him just being a decently well-meaning but extremely weird person kind of fits the bill with how this game handles. I'm probably going to shop at your store the most for a good early part of this playthrough. Oh, it's locked. This is where you will get the best item in the game, the point card, but I have a few story beats I need to hit before that happens. And, let me just, was just informing my sibling of the fact that I'm streaming Legend of Legaia, because she's trying to make her own RPG with me in it, and has taken a recent interest to my streams, so I'm just trying to make sure that I accommodate for time zone distance, so that way she can watch me and code me accurately. This looks like a Genesis tree, but it's not very glowy. Or tall. Hmm. Alright, let's see. I gotta open these cupboards. Okay, that's nice. Oh, okay, well. I have one more room to explore with a cupboard in it. I think it's this one. No? I see, he's handling it well. And she isn't. What a shame. Alright, well, that leaves May's house. Alright, let's see. Cupboard, get there. Oh, it's empty. Golly, I wonder where that treasure is. Oh, right. Not here. Ah, so you're making them leatherworking style. I'll leave you to it. Okay, so I gotta hit some story beats. Wait. What patience you've got. Alright, so... yeah, I'm gonna stick to running mode since it's faster and later on it'll be useful. What's this? Oh. I wonder if they intended to put a treasure chest here or something. Now let me just see what's on the other side. I think this is just for symmetry. The wolf must hunt. Or so the Werewolf the Forsaken meta-narrative goes. At least... that's what I'm hoping. Come on. Okay, never mind. I was gonna see who was in the chat to welcome them, but eh. Okay, so that's why God was lowercase at the beginning. There's multiple. Byron is one of them. Or is it Byron? I have no idea. Alright, let's do this. Tetsu. The tutorial character. Oh. And he's stronger. And he does nothing. Okay. They're back! Ah, this is the next scene. Okay, give me just a sec to do this exactly. Alright, there we go. And let's just put it in. And that's it. Alright. Ah, looks like somebody fell. Oof, casualties. And here's our weirdo being nice. Which I would have picked anyway. Doesn't look like it. Alright. Yeah. I'm willing to leave her be. Though, yeah. Not dealing with that. I mean, I am unsure of how this actually works. Is there anything in this cupboard? Oh, okay. Will there ever be anything in this cupboard? That sucks. Just going over some stuff. Alrighty. I should probably just... Well, I could save here. I don't have any more items to get. I already promised you I'd shop here. And I probably will. Because you'll definitely have useful items. Also, there's nothing else for me to do here, so I'm just gonna go ahead and... I need to rest. I think that resets my HP. If it doesn't, then, I have a few choice words. Alright, wake up. Let's just go over here. And there's this asshole. Okay, so he's Zito. I'll have to remember that for later. That's a major oof. Yeah, that wall was looking a little too brittle to last very long. Followers of the Mist, it is time for you to attack. Oh yeah, he's after that tree in the background. Oh no. Yeah, we're... No. Alright. Let's, begin. Attack. And let me look at the list of attacks. Let me just... Alrighty. Let's try that one I wanted to do earlier, but couldn't. Ow. Let's see. Next one is down left high. Or down right high? Alright, let's... I'm looking at an arts list because, it'll become important later to learn all these moves. There's only about a handful I actually need. But if we do these right... then I'll have them and not have to worry about them ever again. Ah, 42 experience. Alright, I forgot it's the triangle button's the menu, not the... Alright. I know exactly where to go and what to do, but it's gonna take me a bit. Oh yeah, I'm going to. You are Vaughn, are you not? Ah, yes, I am. At least in this context. I'm going to do a thing that isn't necessary because it throws me in a loop, but, yeah. It'll just throw me in a loop if I continue saying no. So, I'm gonna save us some time and actually just say yes. Alrighty. Now that I have meta, I can actually go ahead and hang on. No, come to the house, you imbecile! Alright. I know exactly what to do now, but I have to get some more items. Ah, there you are. Alright. Now that we have all the 3-art attacks, I can just pretty much go on ahead and catch myself one of these guys. Only a few Seru are catchable. They have an elemental emblem on them whenever they are. And I'm just gonna go on ahead and kick this Gimard's can. Yeah, but there's also a percentage chance. To get a Gimard, I have to not overkill it, but I also have to, yeah. I don't know what the catch rate is of everybody. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Hang on. After Zito appears. Great. Okay, so I did this completely wrong. Crap. Now I gotta do this all over, because I want 100%, but... if I do it now... luckily, it won't take me very long to get to this route. Let's just go ahead and... Luckily, the other items are still accessible, but because I did everything out of order, yeah, this is troubling. I have spent so long playing this game, or since last playing this game, that I've completely forgotten about sequencing. And without outside help, I'd pretty much be helpless. Or at least I feel that way sometimes. Alright, let's just, I'm pressing buttons to make sure I can skip the opening thing, because I know it's skippable. Let me skip it! There we go. Yeah, let me skip it. Luckily, getting back to my current state of affairs is not an issue. Basically, I have to sequence everything a certain way at the beginning, because there's a lot of early chests I can miss if I just skip it. Yeah. Sucks for me. I'm the one trying to get 100% in this game, so... Luckily, I can just create a save state. And then... yeah. Luckily, the Wikia's got them all in order, so I don't miss any. But, yeah, there's a few things I need to collect. You always liked this tree? Were you praying for successful hunt? No. Yeah, I could be praying for something else, but... oh, come on. Trackpad. Alright, I talked to the NPCs already. Oh, what's this back here? Oh, hey! A panoramic map of Rim Elm. Ah, a memory statue. I'll have to see it in depth. Only a year older? What about the other stuff? Ah, forget it. Alright, now that I've looked at that... oh, right. Alright, options... run. There we go. That way I don't have to press a button to make him run. Or have to worry about that. Ever. What hunting clothes? Is something wrong? Basically, some of the choices Vaughn can do are not particularly sensitive, which gives me credence to the idea that he's canonically just a weirdo. Which works, but, so I don't have to do that whole thing all over. Let me just talk to you. Basically, it's our save game function. And I'm going to save it on slot 2, as I was going about earlier. And I'm going to save it on number 15, because I like using the last block for stuff. Whenever possible, of course. And let's just go ahead and get all the stuff again. Much to my discontent, but this time I can save during important things and not have to miss out on progress if I somehow end up awry. And it's more practical of me to do this than to do save state functions. Or at least I feel that way, in case I can't do a specific game in one shot. Which I've actively considered doing. The house is locked, dummy. Okay, so... let's go unlock it. New what? Oh, hi. And let's measure stuff. A long time ago... oh. Okay, well... I don't think it matters if you choose yes or no. At least in terms of actual plot importance. But now that I've gotten the 2 items I need, I'm just gonna save again. Overwrite, save to memory card. Make sure that the save function actually works, because if it doesn't, then I'm completely hosed. Because I don't believe I can actually do this whole game in one sitting. I actually considered it. And I considered it for an extra live stream I would have done 5 years ago. Because I was filling in for somebody I trusted. And, this is one of the only games I can actually say I have played often enough to get good at. So, I chose this game to be my first, alright. Alright, let's relive this scene. Much to my discontent, but it's more because it's really tragic. I'm no stranger to bittersweet events, so I'm not as troubled by it as I would have been a really long time ago. Ah, were you successful? And then the answer is no. There's a lot of plot points that are not touched upon here, but are addressed after this. Alright, let's go, I guess. Let's save. Just to emphasize the importance of it. And also to make sure that it's not bugged. Because if it is, then this Let's Play's in trouble. And I already had 2 start points already. I basically pushed Legend of Legaia to the backside for Crash Bash initially. Alright, so let's just go ahead and status goes over stats, and, well, that is a low int, but, yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, I already took the item from it. Alright, yeah, let's just go in here. Yeah. Let's try this out. Hopefully we can do this sequence right. Okay, so I need to trigger this cutscene and then go to the innkeeper and then get meta, then get Gimard. Yeah, there's a lot I need to do. You are a not even middling henchman. Alright, here we go again. You cursed missed, huh? Hit or missed. I guess they never missed, huh? That sounded funnier in my head. Oh, yeah, and the tree's a target. That glowing one in the background. Alright, let's try this again. Hopefully, with feeling. And I'm just going through all the three block ones. What? Oh, I did that in the wrong order. Okay. That's what happened. Just going over stuff. I wish I knew what he said. Or, well, the meaning of what he said, rather. Alright. That's good. Yeah, now I can go get that item I wanted. Since I want 100% in this game. And to get that, I have to do stuff in a weird order. Or rather... Okay. Now I haven't missed that item. Alright. Next up. There's this guy. And I don't like him one bit. Because... Here's the kicker. Oh. Okay, those green slimes duplicate and are a major nuisance. Okay, but luckily, using one of the 4 moves must be able to trash them. That's good. Let's just keep going down here. I've noticed, but, Alright. I'm going to keep doing the no thing. You cannot advance unless you say yes to meta. Just as a reminder. Kind of sucks. Because imagine a run where you don't need Rossario. It'd be actually a lot cooler. But, yeah, let's just go ahead and... I gotta get May back to the house. Come on, hurry up. I'm just gonna get everybody. It really is as easy as just talking to one of the... either Deval or the village elder. And, yeah. You can actually skip a bunch of fights. Although, I'm not terribly fond of skipping it because you want to get Gimard as early as possible. But, you can still get Gimard early. Man, I hate when OBS disconnects in the middle of a really cool cutscene. Oh well. At least I get to see this Genesis tree grow, and in post-production it'll be known to everybody. Oh, good. I wonder. Something. But, oh, there he goes. He's comatose. He just got back from the new ruins level, and boy are his arms tired. Oh, yes. There's this funeral. And another god, this time Ferti. And somebody named Rim. Oh, Noaru must be the afterlife. I mean, I wish Juno would come back. Oh well. Oh, now there's the plot point. Yeah, tell me more. May's mother, Maya, used to work at Byron Monastery. Byron? 10 years ago the mist came, and naturally we lost all contact with her. As for whether Byron Monastery still survives in the mist, unfortunately no one knows, but Maya is May's only surviving blood relative. Vaughn, with the Ross arrow, I'm sure you can make it to the Byron Monastery. She will only be heartbroken if Byron Monastery has indeed been lost to the mist. And we're supposed to keep this a secret, apparently. That's neat. Well, I'm gonna mosey. There's a few things we can do, but, oh. It's locked. Well, I was gonna say goodbye, but, it do be like that sometimes. Just gotta mosey on forward. Whether moving forward is actually a good thing or not is irrelevant. Because moving forward is the only thing we can do. So I keep moving forward, despite greatly and gradually resenting the phrase at this point. Yeah, I remember Zito was after that Genesis tree. There was literally no way he was going to destroy it. Alright, let me just double check something. Alright, do I have any gold? I got 524 gold. And 8 healing leaves and 1 magic leaf. Now if I caught Gimard already, then we'd be in good health. But, oh, yeah. Yeah, teach me about weapons and armor. Head, arms, chest, legs. Ah. Oh yeah, I'll have to come back later for all that. Oh, there are more memory statues. I would have known this. Although I can also just save my game at the outside hub world, but unless you press the triangle button during it, while in the hub world and not in battle, you won't know that. I can understand why she wouldn't be good at saying goodbyes, but, Alright, here we are. The hub world, or, well, the overworld, really. So, I want to go straight to Byron Monastery, but, oh no, the way looks closed off. Yeah. I don't want him stealing anything, because then it's going to be a hard time getting it back. But, alright, let's see. Left, Rosaru. Up, left. Now, I want to collect as much experience of gold as possible because the bosses in this game are, especially on the NSTCU version, where enemies yield less experience, is made incredibly difficult. And, yeah. So the way looks blocked off, but, since I have to come back anyway, I'm not going to worry too much about that. Now, let's see. Back in here. Here is the most important item in the game. The point card. And now I'm going to show you how it works. But first, I'm going to put some stuff on. Yeah, max HP we need, and 10% is always good, especially in later levels. There might be better pendants later on, but having that is actually really good. Alright, let's show it off. Buy. We want the boots. The point card earns a certain amount of points for each thing we do. And once you have enough points on it, you can use it to attack a lot of things. Well, not a lot of things. One big enemy will fall prey to a huge load of energy from the point card. And then, yeah, you're pretty much as good can be. What? Oh. How do I get rest here? Right, I'm just figuring stuff out now. This rediscovery is actually kind of nice. If only because... yeah. I like rediscovering this game. I wish I had the time to do all of it in one sitting, but I don't, and I'll get too tired if I do a major chunk of this game while, yeah. Hang on, I'm just getting the last of these moves. But it's also largely impractical to do that because this is one of the enemies with a height check. You cannot attack low using low moves. And that makes our some of our later moves ineffective. But Vaughn gets to level up, and that's important because we need him to. For extra mana points for later when we have Gimard, and then extra hit points, which are always nice to have. Especially since that percentile for May's Pendant racks up. So we want to have a huge amount of mana, or health, really. our stuff does more damage that way. We could 2-turn KO most things now. But we definitely want to get more gold, so that way we can get more equipment. Because even just buying the boots to boost our defenses took a lot out of our initial expenses. Ah, Lezam. Kinda wish the other guys had names. Yeah, just give me a sec, guys. I need to, yeah, get this water. There's a lot to take in here. I already covered arts to an extent. Magic level 1 to 9. Basically, magic is an elemental rock, paper, scissors. Sometimes. A lot of your opponents will be dark aligned. But, yeah. You know those Seru with the elemental attributes on them? Or, well, Gimard, basically, is the only one you can really get for a while. Fire Gimard. Yeah. Unfortunately, fire magic has this caveat of being a crutch character thing, because they're catchable so early that, they're not as powerful as other raw Seru types. But, since our beginning character is a fire guy, they're not as useless in his hands. But, I don't imagine they're as effective on Noah or Gala, for instance. Must use medicine to recover. Oh yeah, stone happens, I think, once in the game. The others are likely more common. Curse makes us unable to use magic, but, yeah. We want that healing leaf. We want that treasure chest. Don't forget it. That's about it, though. Just trying to think of what else to cover. Oh. King Drake, ruler of Drake Kingdom. Ah. This is a guy who gives us story beats. A frightening decision. Oh yeah, is that about the guys that are... Wait, no, that's later on in this LP. But, Always have the proper equipment. And right back to Rimelm if I need equipment, which I will. A trip without healing medicine is a trip to the next world. Next world, sorry. No, I'm not Vine Sauce. I can't get away with funny voices during an LP. I already tried to do that with Night in the Woods, and that LP flopped hard. Actually, come to think of it, the only games that haven't flopped have been Crash Nitro Kart, Crash Team Racing, and when I decided to not stream it, because it wasn't able to be streamable on Twitch, the Artificial Academy games. That's pretty sad, actually. I have... how many healing leaves? Because he said 5 or 6, but I've got 10. There's a water gate upstream. That's nice. That must explain the water. And yeah, that water spring up ahead, the one that I had to use to recover all my stuff, will become extremely important. And I'm gonna save, just to show that you could save right here, without having to go back to Rimelm. And because it's something that'll come up eventually. But, yeah. Now, let's see. I got all that. I got this Hunter Spring. Now, let's, treasure. I still have 2 moves left before I'm just stuck with normal arts. That's fine. I'm supposed to head to Baron Monastery, but we can't. Yet. Alright, let's see. What's one of the last... okay. That's not the guy who stole my stuff. Alright, okay, and then we've got one last one before, Now, if I was playing Freedom Planet, I'd probably be randomly yelling Cyclone at the end of that attack, but, I'm gonna spare you guys that annoyance. Because it's not very fitting here. Yeah, thank God I recovered that healing leaf. But hey, more experience and gold for me. That's all of the moves we can know as Vaughn without them being super or hyper arts. And that's all too far ahead for me to even bother with, really. And I am ambushed, which has a chance of happening. And, it's not a particularly good feeling. You do not want to be afflicted by status at any point. If you are, then, yeah, that happens, and... ooh. Yeah, you don't look so good, buddy. Luckily, status goes away after battle, including fainting, which will come up later. Oh, we can't do anything about that yet. If we could, then we could unlock the necessary thing to actually go in, but since we can't, let's just go into Drake Castle. This is the second area that's very infested with Seru. Doors of Light will help us escape dungeons if we need to for any particular reason. Inside these areas are Gimards, so if you're like me and skipped that whole sequence, you get another chance at getting Gimard. Yeah, alright. You generally don't want to leave Drake Castle without getting a Gimard. That was overkill. But it spared us a lot of trouble. Level up. You're gonna want to level up a lot here. Mostly because if you're underleveled, then you're not getting past the first boss of this game, and that boss will be one of the hardest, due to your resources being limited. And that's about it. I'm just gonna go on ahead and continue. There's a lot of exploring I'm going to do for chests, so... Take a good look. This is a human possessed by a Seru. There's a lot of keys here. Oh yeah, they're barricaded. Yeah, a problem I have with the... I think I already mentioned it. For some reason, the US version of Legend of Legaia has monsters yielding less experience than either the PAL or NSTCJ versions. Which basically means if I want to speedrun this game, I have to get the NSTCJ version. Which means if I'm gonna buy a custom PlayStation, I'll either have to make one myself, which would probably fall under emulator, or I have to somehow go through eBay and can't afford that. Maybe one day. Although, honestly, this game's been abandonware for so long that I kind of feel I'm already too late to get anything worthwhile off of speedrunning pretty much any of my favorite games at this point. Except for maybe the most recent stuff. But even then, most of these chests are probably not going to be accessible to you until after you take care of everything. Alright. Let's just go ahead and... yeah, okay. I'm going for the Gimard. It knows I'm coming for it. Alright, so let's see. Oh, that even did more damage. Great. Well, at least I know I can one-shot guys. Which means I bear no reservations for this. Basically, to even get past this castle, you're going to have to do a lot of exploring. Recover one of my healing leaves. Oh, yeah. Let's take care of this. I now have another magic leaf, which, yeah, sometimes they'll drop cool things for you, but, yeah. Even more sadness. I'm not in any real danger, but, Luckily, Gimards are very easy to deal with. Okay. There's a theory here that you can get Gimards if you just press Roseru a bunch of times, but I'm gonna test that theory. Honestly, with how strong Vaughn is right now... Yeah, that's not working. But it was worth a shot. Yeah, I might try later. Wait a minute. I wasn't very thorough in my search. Alright. There must have been a chest here, but I would have only known that had I delved deeper. And, oh boy, now would be the time for me to... Whoa. Yeah, I have to come back here. I'm getting smacked. I've already opened this up. I'm just gonna head upstairs. Getting equipment is usually pretty good. And the other one just wimped out. Okay, well, that sucks. Yeah, if you're strong enough, they'll escape. There goes my chance at getting a Gimard now. Oh well. Let me just double check everything. I may have to go into this without a Gimard. Which sucks, but... Oh, wait, there's more chances. I guess I could grind here, but then I risk dying. A lot. That didn't work, but, yeah. Well, at least I'm at level... I don't know what the recommended level for dealing with Karuban, the first boss, is, but I'm not far from it. Healing Leaf. Alright, let's go in here. There's gotta be a key around here somewhere. Oh, I know. It'll be in this throne room. This is your best move for normal arts, so you can hit those Drake ghosts the most effectively. Yeah, all that experience is gonna bloat me, but that's probably a good thing. No, I still have a lot more grind to go. Alright, let's get this thing. To the human traveler that finds this, do you wish to read it? You bet I do. I am Drake the Third, King of Drake. I know not who will read this letter, but anyone who makes it through the mist must have powers greater than the mist. No doubt you have seen the Seru monsters in this castle's dungeons. Those monsters are in fact my dear retainers and the people of my kingdom. When the mist approached, we tried many ways to drive it back. We even prayed at the Genesis tree of Mount Rikarora to the north. Legend says the tree has the power to save the human race. In the end, we decided to lock ourselves in the dungeon and wear Seru, surrendering to the mist. As Seru monsters, we should survive on Drake water until the day the mist goes away. We lost ourselves in the dungeon, so the Seru yeah, this is exactly why I don't do dramatic readings. But, yeah. The Seru can survive off of... You gotta be kidding me. You bet I do. I apologize for interrupting your dream. There's something I must tell you about the Seru and my powers. That's right, the Seru. They're horrible. Okay. so the mist is hijacking them, basically. Eventually we'll absorb his powers. And then, yeah. That's what MP is for. Seru powers. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so let's just, Firebook 1, which we're gonna use now. The Tornado Flame move is a Hyper Art, and it'll be just as important because it'll help us deal the most damage to everything. And just to make sure that we're not in dire straits, should I die trying to catch a Gimard, I'm gonna save right here. We'll need to if we do run out of healing leaves, which we only have 5, then yeah, we'll probably need to hurry up and go back. But we have the key and everything, so I'm not in terribly dire straits. There we go, a Gimard. I don't get how this is effective. I stand no risk of actually dying. And I actually need to go back anyway for more items to, yeah, that'll, do us an enormous favor here. Yeah. I'll need to come back here. Yep, I need to rest. Thank you. I'm just gonna go ahead and save, just to be absolutely careful, because I think I might have to go back for healing leaves. But luckily, we should be at a point now where I don't have to buy as much. Yeah, we're almost there, but I'm gonna need a lot more healing leaves, so that way I don't miss out on anything. Because we'll be too far away from any shops to get anything if we go on ahead past this point. And also, the inventory between characters is shared. So, if we go to a different character, we want to make sure they have a bunch of cool stuff, too. At least, that's my hope. Yeah, and thanks to our level up, we should be ready to go. You definitely want to be around level 5 or 6 before heading to Mount Rikuroa anyway. So, yeah. I wonder how long that took. But, oh, not you guys. I was hoping for a last chance to get, yeah, we don't have any magic skills. I think we can just one-shot the skeletons now. Oh, right. Oh, right. It all costs AP. How much gold have we accrued anyway? I'll double check later. We could have used a Door of Light, but I want to use it later. Or be judicious with my use of them. We also got the only treasure chests we can actually find in the Drake Castle, so I don't have to worry about treasure chests for a while. Alright, here we are. Just continuing along. I could save here, but I'd rather get to that fountain and save. Because then I'll be all spruced up and ready to go. I don't know which of them stole the healing leaf. Oh, it was that one. Okay. What? Why are you going to steal my Door of Light? You can't use it. Yeah. I wonder if there's a way for us to steal stuff from them. Well, since there's a thief mechanic, and most RPGs like Legend of Legaia have one. And, usually that thief mechanic is pretty important. Alrighty. Alright, let's save, just to make a habit of it. Because I don't want to have to do that thing at the beginning again where I go through a bunch of unnecessary stuff. This will be where your arts are listed. If you put them in right. And this is what I was afraid of. The cells divide. No! No, not again! No. At least I could one-shot him. Pretty comfortably, in fact. Wait, what the? In a row? How many times is that gonna keep happening? Okay, so there's a way for me to... Oh, jeez. Alright, let's keep at it. Because, hang on. Oh, wow. I could buy quite a handful of healing leaves. And, I'm gonna need a ton of those. Although, they're not having as much effect on me as they would, maybe the next character I'm gonna play as. And you will switch perspectives soon, so... Go ahead and buy this anyway. Yeah, the point card will have enough points. Maybe that's what we'll use to take out Caravan, since that point card's going to be pretty important. Yeah, and we've got enough HP, and May's Pendant gives us more HP incrementally, so we should be beefy enough now that we can probably just head through here and just gun it for Mount Rikaroa. Really, at this point, we could have gotten away with just buying healing leaves. But I'm okay with this arrangement that I currently have set up. Noah herself will be getting some healing leaves of her own. So, yeah, there's at least 3 tutorial sections for each character, although I think Gala's gets, later on. There's Vaughn, Noah, and Gala. Vaughn and Noah's have a bit of intersection after a certain point, but, there's a bit of a gap between, theirs and Gala's. So, well, maybe I could try to... How long is this? It's not even been 2 hours. What am I worrying about? Right, yeah. You want that door of light really badly, huh? Okay, prepare to be O-code. Yeah, but, basically, since the two intersect, I could just as well do it, but Noah's requires the 2 characters to meet. So it's not just the tutorial of Vaughn and Noah, or of Noah. Vaughn has to also meet her halfway. So there's a bit more to it than just straightforward gunning it for the first boss. Alright. We could just travel through the gate, go to the throne room, use that bed, and, yeah. Pretty much that's it. I mean, maybe if I hired an editor, I could do a jump cut to when I eventually get Gimard, since I'm probably gonna take some time to get him. Ah, alright, let's see. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I'm pretty sure they have a low amount of HP, and I could just as well one-shot them at this point. Yeah, memes weren't gonna save me. Why did I think memes were gonna help? I should stop doing that. But at the same time, maybe if I build up AP... I mean, it has to not be overkill, which is the first thing. And kind of an unfortunate consequence of my grinding. And... just mulling it over... Right, I really need to get more, rest. Come on. This way, come on. Make it. Yeah! Take a nap. Alright. We're still not done. Alright, let's just mosey around here. Maybe I'll have... Nah, no memes. Memes aren't gonna help me get Gimard. Yes! Finally! Okay, so now that I've got Gimard, and about time, maybe I can show off the magic in this game. Alright, so, no. Meta, Gimard, Drake Ghost. Let's rock! That is a clean one-shot. And I gotta level up, man! The tables are finally turning. Yeah, having Gimard early is really good. If you used Gimard early on, you could use him to basically clean up enemy encounters you're not very fond of. And I'm gonna save just so that I don't use up too much time. But in general, you're gonna want to collect every Seru you come across. There's a bit of an elemental rock, paper, scissors, as I mentioned earlier. Vaughn does not handle wind or water Seru very well, but he's fine with fire ones, and earth ones. And Noah's the exact opposite. Because she's wind. So, we could just go on ahead and actually keep moving if we want. But, I'm gonna level up Gimard some more. You want to increase their magic level. It'll be important later. Now that's a lot of damage. And a lot of wealth we're accruing. We're definitely going to want to go back to Rim M once I finish the Noah section of this whole thing. Yeah, I'm just going to go back, rest, save. And then I'll come back to this later. Because, yeah, at this point, 2 hours have passed. If I were to have speedran this game, I'd be very behind. Because only a certain amount of hours are necessary to speedrun it 100%, which is the category I want to go after. But to do that, I'm going to have to get good at this game, because I nearly totally blew it at the beginning. So I'm going to need to take a break just to make sure that I have healthy stream requirements, or yeah, healthy streaming stuff. Healthy habits. Gotta learn them somehow.